Welcome to part 2 of our Project Management Cost Management MCQs video, aligned with the PMBOK 7th edition. These advanced questions focus on deeper forecasting, reserve strategy, and contract risk scenarios. Let's test your interpretation skills. Question 21. A project shows a CPI of 0.92 and an SPI of 1.08. Management wants to know the primary concern. What should the project manager highlight? The correct answer is B, cost overrun risk. Since CPI is less than 1, the project is running inefficiently regarding cost, which is the primary concern, despite being ahead of schedule. Question 22. BAC is $800,000, EV is $400,000, and AC is $500,000. What is the most realistic estimate at completion, or EAC, if the current trend continues? The correct answer is C, $1 million. Assuming the current cost performance index continues, EAC equals BAC divided by CPI, which is $800,000 divided by 0.8. Question 23. Management reserve is used without sponsor approval. What is the primary issue? The correct answer is B, governance violation. Management reserve is outside the cost baseline and requires formal authorization before use. Question 24. If the estimate to complete, or etc., is calculated as BAC minus EV divided by CPI, what assumption is being made? The correct answer is C, the CPI trend will continue. This formula assumes that the remaining work will be completed at the current cost performance rate. Question 25. A project is 60% complete with a CPI of 0.75. The sponsor insists the remaining work will perform at the planned rate. Which is the best EAC formula? The correct answer is A, AC plus BAC minus EV. If the remaining work performs as planned, the estimate to complete equals the remaining budget, which is BAC minus EV. Question 26. TCPI, based on BAC, is 1.35. CPI is currently 0.82. What is most realistic? The correct answer is B, significant performance improvement required. The required future efficiency of 1.35 greatly exceeds the current 0.82, making the original budget goal unrealistic. Question 27. A project shows consistent negative cost variance, or CV, but positive cash flow. What does this indicate? The correct answer is C, over budget despite positive funding. Negative CV means the project is over budget on work performed, regardless of the overall cash flow status. Question 28. During forecasting, CPI and SPI are both below 1. Which EAC formula is most conservative? The correct answer is C, AC plus BAC minus EV divided by the product of CPI and SPI. This formula is the most conservative, as it accounts for inefficiency in both cost and schedule. Question 29. If the budget at completion, or BAC, increases due to an approved change, what must happen to TCPI based on BAC? The correct answer is B, recalculated. Since TCPI is calculated based on BAC, any change to the baseline requires recalculating the TCPI to reflect the new budget goal. Question 30. A vendor's fixed price contract shows early completion, but poor quality requiring rework. On whom does the cost impact fall? The correct answer is D, seller. Fixed-price contracts typically transfer the risk of cost overruns, including rework due to quality issues, to the seller. Question 31. If CV is improving but CPI remains below 1, what does the trend suggest? The correct answer is A, cost efficiency improving but still below target. An improving CV means the variance is shrinking, but a CPI below 1 still signifies the project is currently cost inefficient. Question 32. Which situation requires bottom-up, etc. recalculation? The correct answer is C, atypical variance unlikely to continue. If the current variance is unusual and not expected to repeat, a detailed bottom-up re-estimate of the remaining work is needed. Question 33. A project at 85% completion shows CPI 0.7 consistently. What is the most realistic expectation? The correct answer is A, cost overrun substantial. Consistent, significant inefficiency late in a project makes cost recovery highly unlikely. Question 34. Contingency reserve depletion indicates. The correct answer is B, identified risks materializing. Contingency reserves are specifically budgeted for known, identified risks that occur. Question 35. If EAC is less than BAC while CPI is less than 1, what is most likely? The correct answer is A, formula error. ACPI less than 1 indicates a cost overrun, meaning EAC should be greater than BAC, so the forecast is inconsistent. Question 36. Which metric indicates how efficiently remaining funds must be used to meet a revised EAC? The correct answer is C, TCPI, based on EAC. This metric shows the required future performance efficiency needed to meet the new estimate at completion. Question 37. A project consumes management reserve early. What is the strategic risk? The correct answer is B, reduced flexibility for unknown risks. Management reserve is a buffer for unknown risks, so early consumption leaves the project vulnerable. Question 38. In parametric estimating, reliability depends on. The correct answer is B, historical statistical validity. Parametric estimating uses historical data and models, so accuracy relies on the quality and relevance of that data. Question 39. A project's earned value, or EV, growth is flattening while actual cost, or AC, is rising linearly. What does this signal? The correct answer is C, increasing cost inefficiency. This trend means less value is being earned for every dollar spent. Question 40. If TCPI based on BAC is significantly higher than CPI, what is the most realistic conclusion? The correct answer is B, required performance unrealistic. A much higher TCPI means the future efficiency needed to meet the original budget is likely unattainable based on current performance. Thank you for completing Cost Management Part 2. If these questions challenged you, you are thinking at a higher analytical level. Comment your score below, like the video, and subscribe for Part 3.